Welcome back to Crypto School, guys. I'm pumped for this one. I'm your coach, Keith, and in this video, we're going to be following on from the previous CoinMarketCap video to understand how risky is your portfolio. So it's going to be an interactive one. And what I need you to do now, before we jump in, is just pause this video and then get CoinMarketCap up because we're going to find out right now how risky your portfolio is. Okay, so we are on CoinMarketCap, and the reason why I use CoinMarketCap and the rest of the coaches use CoinMarketCap is because it gives us a wealth of information in one place, which is free, completely free. So the first place that I always look to find out exactly how risky an asset is CoinMarketCap. So guys, it is going to be interactive. I'm going to be doing some calls to action. So make sure that you do pause this video at levels to find out exactly how risky your portfolio is, because this video could actually save you, because I'm going to be asking you some questions and I want you to ask yourself these questions during the course of this video. So run CoinMarketCap. If, guys, you are new to crypto, if you have been in crypto for a while, but you feel like you haven't got any kind of directional bias and you're going backwards rather than forwards, and you want to create some kind of a strategy which is in a structured way, whether it's an investment strategy, a trading strategy, Crypto School could be the place for you. It's $99 a month, guys. It's got over 40 hours of course material. It's got one-to-one mentoring. It's got lots of professional traders that are there on hand to help you guys along the way. We haven't got a magic strategy. We've all got our own strategies that work for us because we've tested them and we know that they work for us. So you need to develop your own strategy that works for you within your lifestyle, and then something that you've tested, and the coaches can help you with that. So CoinMarketCap, how risky is your portfolio? First thing I want you to do is get your portfolio up now. Get it up now, guys. So you might need to pause the video, get your portfolio up now, and then go through each one of these assets on CoinMarketCap. Let's go for Jasmy as an example. What information can we get from Jasmy that's going to indicate exactly how risky it is? And if I was going to invest in Jasmy because I'd researched it, because I'd looked into the team, I'd looked into the development, and I thought that this thing was going to be an asset that I wanted to be a part of, that I thought was going to do well, I would look at that and I would need to know exactly how much I need to invest in. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the market cap. It's 370 million. It's not a massive market cap, guys, but this little thing here tells a story. It is 116th as far as the crypto ranking's concerned. So think about this. 116 as far as the ranking's concerned. And I want you to ask yourself a question now. You've got your portfolio, you're looking at it now, guys. You're going through each of these assets step by step, step by step. And I want you to ask the question, if any one of those assets within your portfolio crashed or went to zero, what would it do to the portfolio as a whole? Because that's going to answer the big picture. And if you think that any of these assets could go to zero and it's going to wreck your portfolio, then you need to ask yourself, do I need to do something about it? So I'm hoping, guys, that this is a wake-up call for some of you. If you've got, for example, hypothetically, Jasmy, it's ranked 116th. So if you've got your pie chart with your portfolio and you've got the risk perspective built into that, you understand 116 should make up such a small portion of that pie, because if that thing went to zero, if you've got a small percentage, it's not going to hurt the overall portfolio. What about Solana? Should we do Solana? If you had researched Solana and you thought the technology on Solana was good and it was going to take over the world, you look firstly at the market cap. Market cap tells a story, and we can see one thing with Solana. It's a bit slow today. You see one thing with Solana. We've got a market cap of, where is it? 71.87 billion. So we know that that's higher up in the rankings. And you can see here, guys, the little trick, number 7. So if you thought that Solana was going to go into your portfolio because you'd researched that, then that can be a bigger part of the portfolio because it's less risky, a lot less risky than what Jasmy coin is, for example. Guys, what about the big daddy? Everybody says it all the time. Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin boring? Potentially. Is it the safest asset in a crypto portfolio? 100%. How do we know that? It's number one. It is the biggest market cap by a mile. And that's why Bitcoin makes up over 60% of my portfolio, guys. Yeah, I've got the high risk ones. I've got the ones that are over 200 market cap as far as rankings are concerned. I've got all of those, guys. They'll make up 0.5%, 1%. Sometimes, guys, when these things run during an alt season, you'll find that 0.5% goes straight up to 7%, 8%, 9%. And then you need to ask the question again, do I need to diversify into less risk? Because if these altcoins start pumping, when the time is right from a macro perspective, then these altcoins will outperform Bitcoin, which is identified by the dominance. Let's have a quick look, which is identified by the Bitcoin dominance. So for anyone's new, this is the Bitcoin dominance. You put that on the weekly. And when this pushes down, like it did in 2021, like it did in 2017, that creates an alt season. That's when altcoins outperform Bitcoin. When altcoins outperform Bitcoin, what will happen to your portfolio is the little small caps will start getting bigger, 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 bigger as far as the pie is concerned. Then you need to look, you need to re-diversify, you need to reallocate into lower risk because your low risk is there to do one thing. Sorry, your high risk, sorry, is there to do one thing. It is there to build your low risk, guys. High risk, small part of the portfolio grows. Once it's grown to a certain level, you can replace that into a lower risk asset. And that's how you keep re-diversifying and using high risk assets as a small part of your portfolio to be able to make bigger gains of the least risky asset. And the least risky asset, the store of value, the one that people are trying to accumulate is, of course, Bitcoin, guys. If you did find this useful, let us know in the comments. Did you get any wake-up calls when you were looking through your portfolio? Is there any really high-risk ones that you didn't even understand that were high risk that now make up a big portion of your portfolio? Is there any ones that were a small part of the portfolio that have actually ran to a bigger part that you need to actually look at now and re-diversify into lower risk?